How do I start a business? I'm a mum. I'm a woman. That's a massive hurdle in itself. I have no time. I'm a single mum. I'm a mum of a disabled child. I have no family support, no saving, no money, no time, most of the time, not even energy. I am unemployable. Why would I invest in myself? It's impossible. This is my list. I am the woman, the carer, the mother, the single mom with no money. And I did it. And if I can do, and you have one or two of the hurdles that I've had, the chances are that you will do it. My name is Alessandra, and I'm the founder of Functional Food company that I have set up to help people who have to eat differently for health reasons, allergies because they have a celiac disease, or they make a lifestyle choices to live healthier, to have an options that weren't available on the market. At the same time, I also created Team Nono, which is a work placement opportunity for young people with autism, disability, special needs, single moms, and people basically like me, the unemployable. At Team Nono, we produce healthy, delicious vegan chocolate that happen to be gluten-free as well, and free from top 14 allergens, which is really, really great for all the people who are having a lot less choice because of their dietary restrictions. I didn't wake up one day thinking, oh, let's start a business. I actually solved my son's eating problem, and later on his future opportunities, and that became a passion and a business, lifestyle business that I can't imagine not doing. Come in, I tell you a story. Once there was a boy, and he will say no to everything, all the food, because it was making him unwell. He had autism, celiac disease, multiple allergies, epilepsy, and he had an oral underdevelopment, which meant that he could not necessarily taste and smell, chew or swallow food properly. Then he had a autism assistant dog, a chocolate labradoodle named Coco, and he loved her very much. And he started to associate everything that was brown with good. So I noticed that he really enjoyed chocolate, and if that was the only thing he could eat, it had to be really nutritious and good, less sugar, and pretty much a meal. So I set myself on a mission to find out what NASA takes to space, what are the vital nutrients that he needs in a day, and then look for what in nature, in plant-based compounds, it's so compact and dense that even if put in small amounts in chocolate can have a positive result on overall nutrition. And that's how Nono chocolate came about. We now call it Nono Coco. We say no to gluten, dairy, artificial ingredients, non-organic compounds, GMOs. And later on, when we set off from a small kitchen, my son was so involved and so eager to participate. And I thought, if he can do it, imagine what he can do in the future. He was 10 years old with severe autism when we started, and he was not just enthusiastic and eager, but quite able to attend some very simple tasks. As a small business, you have a range of things you have to do, from sticking envelope to making labels to packing, taking things out of molds, decorating. There was so many things that resembles arts and crafts at school, but it's real and it's satisfying. It was kind of no-brainer that this potentially can be his future. So I thought, why not prepare the place for when my son is older? I got involved with the local community college, and we started having people with a variety of different needs coming to our kitchen and trying on range of tasks, and then we will look into what they particularly enjoy, what they're really good at, and what they will be excited to do going forward. The Nono took its own directions, drawing from the team and who was in it. We start saying Nono to exclusion and discrimination, Nono to bullies. It became a mission in life. Yes, we were making chocolates, but the chocolate was on a bigger mission than just to taste good. It's absolutely wonderful to have such a purpose and a product and everything ready to go and conquer the world. And we have really ticked all the boxes as far as our chocolates were concerned. The timing was perfect and the journey was extremely harsh. Well, why? Because going back to the beginning of the video, I was a mom and carer, single mom. I had to free up time that I didn't even knew it existed. We all have 24 hours and there's just so much that one can squeeze into. And then where do I get the energy from? If I even start, how do I finish? The journey was very, very different. I could not go on YouTube and look at some previous female mums, entrepreneurs, and learn from them and be mentored. Even the people who I did reach out to, they knew how to take the business to market, but they didn't know how to do this at the same time raising a child, looking after my chronic health needs, and deal with very unpredictable health episodes coming from my son as he hit puberty. My mum taught me that everything in the world is very small, that pounds are made of pennies and minutes are made of seconds. And my mum was the kind of a person who would always look into saving or preventing. And that's a wonderful mindset to have. So when I was thinking about how can I possibly free up 15 hours a week, 30 hours a week to have a full-time job, as you imagine, business is not a part-time thing. Definitely not a food business, because it's not a services you provide. You actually have to produce the product and pack and market and deliver it to places and sell and pack and send it away, etc., etc. I looked at minutes. I looked at where I was wasting minutes, where things were just flowing pointlessly, where I was losing my energy. And I started looking at, what do I do every day that can have a massive impact at the time I can save? And it was clothing. Simple as that. Anyone who knows me will know that I always dress in black. The glasses, nails, lipstick, it's probably the only thing that I ever do that works with everything I always wear. And that brings a little bit of a color to it. But I never ever have to waste the time or think about what I'm going to wear. Does it match? I need to leave in 2 seconds. I need to be ready. Anything I pick up from my wardrobe, it's 50 shades of grey and black and some reds, and always wear that. The other thing that I thought about is it possible to have the whole household iron-free? No ironing at all, ever. So much time saved. Anyone who's a woman listening or mother know exactly what I'm talking about. And one of the biggest time-consuming processes for me was my son's meals. He only eats hot food, allergy friendly. I have to send food everywhere he goes. It has to be pre-cooked, frozen, etc. And we've developed this routine whereby we will go to supermarket on the same day every week, buy the same grocery, have our meal plans. We will both, me and my son, no matter how little, but he will be involved in processing food. We will get all the fruit and veg and everything will be cooked in the same day, packed in freezer, portioned. And there were many benefits of that. For instance, no vegetables was wasted, no food was wasted, everything was portion control. Didn't have to worry about gaining weight because we will just eat what will be in our box from the freezer, reheated. And that has saved a huge amount of time, money, no wasting food, and making food more nutritious, and always have home-cooked meals. Staying healthy, because that leads me on to another time-saving routine, and that is eating food for energy, eating food that does not take away from you, eating the kind of a lunch that does not put you to sleep at 3 o'clock and make you very, very fatigued. I remember going out for lunch with a friend, and she had this massive meal and a cocktail, and I thought, I cannot afford to do that. I have to stay active, sharp, mentally focused and concentrating up till 9-10 in the evening. So for me, cocktail during the day will absolutely kill so many hours. And I was very disciplined with that because I was so determined to make it work. And then was the attitude. The other element that helped me do the impossible was my attitude. If my work was my job, I will see it, feel it as a job every time. I will get up in the morning, I will think I have to go to work. That will slow me down, that will set my mind in a certain way. There's some kind of association with the work, with the word job, to be a burden, where for me, I was waking up enthusiastic, thinking I'm saving the world. I'm saving all these young people who are coming to work for me from the misery of being stuck for the rest of their adulthood in front of a computer, playing games, having absolutely no purpose, no interaction, getting overweight, depressed, and all these parents who then have to deal with real crisis. And then my lifestyle, my whole life became what one will consider my business or my job. But after many years of working with corporate world, in catering, in hospitality, I've always had to separate my life as a single mom of a child with autism from the work life. This business blends everything in. I don't hide that I have a horrible day and I can't function because my son didn't sleep, because he had a flare-up, or because he was unwell. That becomes a part of the process of running my business and inspiring others. I don't imagine that anyone who knows the story of how the chocolate came about will be unforgiving for me saying, my orders are today running late because my son is in hospital. Obviously, there's only so much I can get away with this up till a certain level. But to start, to even attempt to start, I had to be really authentic and honest with myself most of all, and then with everyone else out there. And the other mindset and attitude that I had to develop, it was to accept the fact that I didn't have certainty. I didn't know the road ahead of me. No one has done it before. I could not go and follow in someone's footstep. And I've also learned in life, in many different crisis situations I found myself in, that when you don't know what's going to happen next, the only thing you know and you can choose is to prepare yourself, to be ready, to anticipate that things will be hard, that things will work or don't work, that there will be crisis. And if you are prepared and you anticipate, you don't think it's going to be easy, right? You find yourself in a place where you react less and you respond more. Prevention is better than cure. Resilience, it's something like a muscle you exercise every day. And to give you an example, it's you take the no on the chin, you turn around and you ask again somebody else. That's a big muscle growth. The other one is we had a horrible night, my son didn't sleep, I'm shattered, I want to quit, and I tell myself I'm not going to, and I get on with the day. And the more you do that, the more you learn that becomes easy, like running. The more you run, the more you can run, right? One of the quote I have on my wall, and I can't imagining always remembering when I need it, that's why it's on the wall. But the one that helped me through so many times, it's don't quit, slow down. My glass is always half full, and I'm always grateful for everything that's happening. And I am not lucky. I create my own opportunities. I just have this massive sense of gratitude that I have the ability to do it, because there are so many mothers in my position who cannot, or have no skills or confidence, or many different things, other things gets in the way. As a woman, having the advantage of having all sorts of feelings, use them. I use them for energy. If I'm frustrated, it's energy. If I'm angry at someone, it's energy. If I'm sad, it's energy. I hope I've inspired you. And moving on to what's next. If you are thinking of taking control of your life and you want to be independent and have an income from working around your child's needs, or because you want to be independent, or because you have a dream, find some very good why. Something you are so passionate about you cannot imagine not doing, because that in itself, it's going to push you through all the different hurdles that others may don't have. If you don't have the confidence to do it, don't worry about it, because you will learn so much more in first or second year of running a business than you've ever in your entire life. I promise you, you have to be confident in what you're doing, how it will come about. Number two, something that it was so completely out of character and I started doing way too late in life was asking people for help, asking people for money. I've always been on my own. I've always rely on myself, and it didn't even cross my mind. You'll be surprised the reasons behind why someone wants to support you, why they want to give you a portion of their time, or why they want to give you their savings. And number three, be really honest with yourself about everything. Things that work, things don't work. Don't try to sweep it under the carpet. It will come back to haunt you. But most of all, be really honest with yourself about why you're doing it. Is it because you like the attention? Is it because it feels good? Is it because it makes you feel woman or your own person, not just a mother or wife? Is it because it's a medicine to your loneliness, to your depression? And by getting up and doing something, you switching off away from whatever else is happening in your life, and you are able to focus on something else that makes you feel valued. I really wish you all the best. Feel free to get in touch. I am not a coach. I am not charging for inspiring other people. I just feel very passionate about the journey I have taken, and I just hope that no one ever gives up before they try, because they're a woman or a mother or a carer, or because they have a chronic illness. There is a way.